out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up. We finna go deep. Riding on a team. Got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down. When I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all up. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love. I've been feeling like a man lately. Can't nobody do it like I can. Daily, baddest in the land. Body turn your nigga to a fan up. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road, but I get to the bag on the loan. I be counting stacks while they grow. Yeah, you know me, baby. Won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you.
Good morning, everyone. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know the voice. Y'all know the sound. James Bubba Williams, DJ Exclusive, is in the building. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I got a horse. Okay, cool. Yay. Hope everybody's doing well. Good morning. Make sure you grab your coffee, your tea, whatever it is you need to get your morning started, man. Like it or not, it's about to go down. Good morning. Yes, y'all go ahead. Make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. Shout out to everybody wherever you're tuning in from. Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all those places, man. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to my people in the YouTube chat, Industrial Arts. What's going on? Roller Dragon, good morning. Shelby H, Mary C, the Purple Dragon, good morning. Hey, good morning to you, Lily. Good morning, Lily. Brother Lateef is in the building. Good morning, Lateef. Tiger, what's going on, Tiger? Good morning. Shelby H, good morning. Amber Layla, what's going on? Al Booger, good morning. Stroop the Dragon, good morning, Stroop. Love you, mean it. Priscilla, good morning. Iris Jones, good morning to you. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Like it or not, we're about to go down. Good morning, y'all.
Drowning, I'm off the deep end. Apparitions of all my demons. All my thoughts are committing treason. All alone, who gon' hear me screaming? Manifestations of my fears. Regrets that stretched out for light years. Can almost touch the light, homie, it's right there. Body free, but trapped in my nightmares. Wake me up, don't let me drown. All the lights are fading now. All my life is fading now. All my life is fading now. Wake me up, don't let me drown. All my life is fading now. All my life is fading now. Body free, but trapped in my nightmares. Wake me up, I'm trapped in my nightmares.
I accidentally drank holy water with my laxatives. I'm about to start a religious movement.
Yeah.
I'm terrible, I know.
Yeah.
Six Dragon Daddy, good morning to
too
you.
small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like
y'all go ahead and turn this up, man. I like this
streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore. Just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cards is real big. I gotta do it big. The only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. I mean, I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. Gotta do it big.
It looks like my camera wants to act like a dodo bird. On one computer it looks good, but looking at it on the other computer, I'm looking like I'm taking pictures and everything. What is going on this morning?
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Like a good freeze too. So someone asked me to name 2 structures that hold water. I was like, well, damn.
Ooh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion. All that good emotion.
I know, y'all. I know.
Keep it on repeat. Justify the motion. Loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up,
Josh, you might lose my camera for a second. I'm testing something here, okay?
Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time. Taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights. I've got to run this show. You always take me so high. You always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe.
Okay, did that work? Oh yeah, it worked. Look at that. Hey. What I did, Josh, I just went on and I'm already plugged into the I'm hardwired, but I just went on and turned the Wi-Fi off of my MacBook. So it looked like that may have fixed it. So yeah. We'll see. My MacBook, she's a queen. I love it so much, but she's like on her last 2 legs. Y'all pray for my MacBook. It's my money maker because I ain't moved everything over to the other one yet. Big Peace, good morning. Latina Mafune, good morning to y'all. That's right, Roller Dragon. We tech support over here. Shout out to Roller Dragon again, who helped me identify what my problem was with my mixer. I appreciate Roller Dragon so much. Oh, Letterhack, you know what? The battery is pretty terrible. I can only leave this thing unplugged for maybe an hour before it goes dead on me. And good morning to you, Letterhack. Iris Jones, good morning. Buster Be Good is in the building. Buster, what's going on? Good morning to you. Latino y'all as well. I appreciate y'all. And real quick before we move on, let me give a shout out to Twitch, man. Thanks to the Left Twitch Space community and content creators for helping us become an affiliate. Yay! I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. We now have emotes with more coming soon once Twitch approves, and badges. So thanks to everyone who followed us, and a reminder that if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free and help us get those Bezos dollars, man. Shout out to Sammy Lynn the Con Dragon, who gifted a 1-month sub to Neon Death 07. Sammy Lynn also subscribed with Prime, and also Jam Tomb subscribe with Prime, man. Let me go ahead and subscribe with my Prime as well too, and get us these Jeff Bezos dollars, man. Good morning on Twitch, Twitch family. Good morning to y'all. Love y'all a minute. I'm here. Andy from Ohio. Good morning. Jam too. Good morning to you. Sunny Lynn. Good morning. Hey, I'm on Twitch today. Hey, I see myself. Hey, it's so cool. Leon Depp. Good morning to you. Gwen Singerful, good morning. Jam Tomb, love you too. I hope you're feeling better. Harry Anderson, good morning, good morning, good morning.
On my way, on my way. They wanna judge me, unjustified. Catch me on Insta, I'm verified. They want me quiet, I amplify. I'm on my way to the best thing that you've ever seen. You know that you bow to the queen. You lose all your senses and reason. I'll give you something to believe. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, nothing left to prove. So enjoy the view, taking a picture like Malibu. I'ma have you on tiptoes, watching my diamond afterglow. I know you wanna take me home.
She said, I'm gonna have you on 2 toes, watching my diamond glow. What's up?
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. On my way, on my way. On my way, on my way. On my way, on my way. On my way, on my way.
Hey, shout out to Oshana. Good morning, Oshana, if you're watching. Shout out to her. She sent me a list of dad jokes the other day on Facebook, and here's one from Oshana. How much did the pirate pay to get his ears pierced? How much did the pirate pay to get his ears pierced? A buccaneer. I'm going right to hell. Carly Wig, good morning to you.
Today is a brand new day. I'm gonna start it soon. Someone deeper than the past. Something I'm about to lose. I'm feeling okay. Moving on, my memories of you. Getting weaker by the day. Till eventually the
Jay Dragon, good morning.
Keep going on strong like a soldier.
Good morning, B, and happy belated birthday, B. Good morning to you. Excuse me. Letterhack says, why can't you ever trust artists? Why can't you ever trust artists? They are too sketchy. Good morning, Benjamin Parnell, Purcell, Phoenix. Placebo Dixon is in the building. Good morning, man. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. The queen is in the building. But before we get started, you know I got to give you at least one more dad joke before we get everything going. Waiter, Do you want a box for your leftover food? Dad, no thanks, but I'll wrestle you for them. Good morning, like it or not, it's about to go down. Good morning, y'all.
Hey, man, y'all, it's the summertime, right? Let's get it like it or not. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Yeah. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going down.
Rebecca Zora's in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. She's always coming up with a master plan. Politics, dreaming, trying to find the meaning of life. While the feds keeps us in slide.
I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who I am. I stay dropping them jams.
With hope, dad jokes, culture, it's politics. What's here right now is the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I ended up with the plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. Tuesday to Thursday, you know how we do. Let's go. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going down.
Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. Hey man, let's start this damn show.
Like It or Not with Benjamin Dixon starts now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning and welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth
and not care who doesn't like it.
Oh.
You know, Rebecca.
It's magic. What's up?
Oh, I thought you was about to say, O'Reilly's. No.
No,
that's not it.
no.
O'Reilly. I don't know. Okay.
O'Reilly's Auto
Parts.
There's a hook version on TikTok that I want to unsee. Yes, I need to unsee.
Listening to my theme song, it's like it sounds real lispy. I'm like, it's the summertime, man. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, that's what you worried about? Because it's definitely, first of all, it's not the summertime. And I've been asking for ages. Y'all remember on this show, you guys are my witness. He had a bad day that day. And it was like, okay, well, I'm going to just change it then if that's what you want. And I'm like, hold on. Give me a second because it's not the summertime, but are you having a good day? You remember that? It hasn't been changed since. We are in winter headed to the new year. So you know,
like Kelsey, I plead the fifth.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, the fourth. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you grace because for you and Benjamin Dixon, my name is still not on the marquee, which it will be. And Bubba is gonna give us something brand new because I let him rock, I let him do that, I let him have his little attitude, neck roll, and all that. But what we're gonna do by January, we're gonna have a little put some respect on my name. Okay.
It might be a whole new song because but at this point okay. It's the summertime.
That's okay. We can sit together and work it out. I'm okay with that because we're gonna do that. But anywho, we're gonna start the show with some Black Boy Joy, right? Because we have a heavy show today. So we're gonna start some show with some Black Boy Joy. It was your birthday last week, Thursday, a week ago today was Bubba's day. And you did have you let us know about your trip, but you didn't have the pictures to follow. So I want to start off with some Black man joy, some Black boy joy. Show us what you did on the trip. I want to see it, people to see it through visual.
So I know I told y'all I had 2 flights of tequila yesterday, so I actually recorded that.
Yes, not yesterday, that Thursday.
I mean Thursday, on my birthday.
I don't need you to be at work.
Jesus. Child, after the day I had, I probably should have, but that's another story for another day. Okay. I might be looking for a job real soon. But I recorded my footage. I did my own birthday toast. So I'm gonna show you the before and I'll show you a good after. So we have that. So Josh, play that 45 seconds, sir. I am in the next vehicle. You see? The reason why I'm sitting down is because it's time for my birthday toast. Not see? Ready? Nice little tequila for. I see it's not the only one. Because Bubba got 2. Yeah. So first, 24. Probably Bloody Mary. Yeah. Now that one was good. You can pause it right there, Josh. Yeah, because the rest of them, when I tell you them white folks is walking by looking at me like, my God, he looks like an alcoholic.
Not only do you look like an alcoholic, they were confused. This is a big black man, okay,
By my
in
damn
the middle
self.
by yourself, and that's what I wanted people to understand too. You're doing those shots, but you were by yourself. It was your 44th birthday. You decided to take the trip on your own. You said you needed that moment to yourself. You got into your vehicle and made that trip for yourself, and that to me, it's a big. And we can just roll that into our first conversation. It's a big thing because I remember when we were talking about it when you said you were going to go, Bubba, that it was a big part of what you needed to do for it's part of your healing, for your own mental health, and so you decided to go by yourself. Tell me a little bit about that as I get into this next story.
Yeah, so it was. I didn't have any plans. It was actually a toss-up. I had a flight credit with Spirit where I can literally fly. I could go to Denver or I could fly to Orlando. Either one it was, I think I was going to pay $10 for a round-trip ticket to Denver. And I'm like, okay, I can get to Denver. I can get there. I can hang out with Industrial Arts, smoke, chill, have a good time, not do anything. Or I could fly to Orlando. If I fly to Orlando, then I got to worry about getting to the park, getting around Orlando when I do everything. I'm just like, well, what if I just drive? And I'm like, I really want to go to Disney World. I haven't been in years. It's my happy place. I've had a rough 3 years. So F it. I want to go to Disney World. So that's what I did. And I'm glad that I did it. It was a good road trip, a good time to reflect. I will say I cried a few times in the park because it's just like, oh, I'm here by myself. But then I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And then especially because I went to one of the restaurants and I have to post those pictures on my socials, but one of the restaurants is like dining under the sea where you're like dining in front of.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh man, Rebecca, it was so freaking fun. I have to see those pictures. The lady bought me a chocolate lava cake with a sorbet, raspberry sorbet on top, and it said celebrating my day. And so I started crying and gave the lady a big hug. I loved it. And then went to another at the end of the night. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go ahead and leave this park, go home. Instead, there was this attraction, like a restaurant called Attraction. It's called Space 220. Reservations to get in this place have been booked up through the year, even going through late next year. So when I went the first time, couldn't get in. I'm like, okay, excuse me. I'm like, let me see if I can just sit at the bar and eat. And it was a long line to wait to get in when I went earlier. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. For the end of the night, I went up and just got my little scooter, took. Hey, y'all got any more spots left? No, we don't have anything. I'm like, what about Bar City? Oh, yeah, we got Bar City. And it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Come on in.
Aww.
What? And so it's like you get on this elevator and it makes it look like you're leaving Earth to go eat in a space station. And so you get up to the restaurant and it's like a view of Earth and it just looks like you're eating in space. Sat down at the bar. The lady made everybody at the bar tell me happy birthday. They buy me drinks. It was a wonderful time.
That's nice. You deserve that. And I'm glad that you were able to do that. I know it gets emotional sometimes when you feel like you're not seen, especially around those times. Holiday seasons, birthdays, those things. And so when you go, it's like when you go out to eat or something, you sit down and somebody's like, hey, just want to tell you happy birthday. Then the whole team was happy birthday. It's like,
yes. And that's exactly what it was. Like,
yeah.
And then they bought me a little cupcake. The frosting was terrible, but the cupcake was good. But it was like
sweet.
she had a candle and everything. I loved it. And I do have one more video to show y'all me after I drank that tequila. Remember I told y'all I was riding around, rolling around everybody. So Josh, roll that video real quick. Something right. Kiss me riding dirty. Kiss me riding dirty. Kiss me riding dirty. I had like 10 shots of tequila. They rolling in there trying to catch me riding dirty. They kiss me riding dirty. Try to kiss me riding dirty. Riding dirty. Kiss me riding dirty.
Oh, baby, you was toasted. Baby, you were toasted.
Somebody will walk in front of the car. That's why I did that face. Like, goddamn, move your ass out of the way.
Can't wait for the kids to come.
You were already giving a seat.
Every day.
You the one that don't even want people to see. Big black and gay. And you around people's kids at Epcot, drunk.
Right. Ready to run their ass over. And I told the lady at Epcot, she come on top of my shoulder talking about, baby, just run their ass over. I'm like, you work at Disney World. You're not supposed to say that, but I got you, sweetie. I'm gonna run their ass right the hell over.
Yes. Okay. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, it's a fun time though.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy that you did have an amazing time. You deserve. Yes, you deserve. And so I wanted to just start today's show. I thank you for helping us start off with some Black joy, because I know, like I said, it's going to be a bit heavy. So for anybody who has any triggers about the conversation when it comes to suicide, I just want to give you guys a disclaimer now. We will be discussing that, and just a little bit of a follow-up on the suicide or the passing of Twitch, Stephen Twitch Boss. So as Ellen DeGeneres and others in the entertainment world mourn the death of Stephen Twitch Boss, and I don't even know if I'm saying his name correctly because I've never said his real name. It's always been Twitch.
Yeah.
So I hope it's Stephen and not Stefan.
It's Stephen. It is Stephen.
Okay, her show's Amiable DJ, which wasn't even real DJ, right?
Yeah.
So I want to put that out there. Twitch wasn't a real DJ. He was a prop on the show as a DJ.
On the show. Yeah.
He's actually a dancer known from not Say the Last Dance, So You Think You Can Dance from 2008 season, but he was the show's DJ and co-executive producer. It all emerged that his loss points to a disturbing U.S. statistic related to suicide. A preliminary autopsy report shows that Boss, 40 years old, was found dead in a Los Angeles hotel room Tuesday from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. The Daily Beast and the Los Angeles Times reported. This news about the dancer, husband, and father of three comes at a time when public health officials have documented an alarming increase in the rate of firearm suicides in recent years. In 2021, 26,320 firearm suicides occurred in the United States. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported. That's an increase of 8.3% from the year before, and the highest number of gun-related suicides in 1990. And I'm telling you guys, that's just gun-related suicides.
Right.
Okay. Firearm suicides also accounted for 55% of all suicides in the United States in 2021, with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, AFSP, reporting that suicide overall remains a major public health issue. It is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. Twitch's unfortunate passing has sparked a conversation across several platforms and forms of media about mental health and how it should be taken seriously. Bubba, I don't know about you, but yesterday was a bit heavy. Multiple conversations from every angle had taken place on social media. This isn't the first time that we've discussed mental health,
right?
But in this capacity, I think because the person looked so healthy and strong and happy, and him and his wife just celebrated their anniversary 3 days ago, dancing, having a good time, and just looking like a great family. That's what a lot of people looked at them as goals. It was just all smiles. Somebody texted me and said, "This is crazy. How could he was just fine. He was just fine the other day." I'm like, okay, some people's coping is to continuously put on a face, because if they make it through the day, that's enough for them. But they're submerging. And sometimes, the guy texted me and was like, well, he had 3 beautiful kids. Why would he do that? I said, sometimes the person that's battling those, I would call demonic thoughts, that oppressive state, that just where you can't fight those, those mental demons, the depression, the sadness, or whatever it is that has gotten you there. Sometimes you feel like it's better off for you to be without, to not be that stress to your family, or your family is better off without you. You just those things, that kind of thinking. But in that whole conversation, and we're going to get more into it, there was one person, because a lot of people were giving a lot of great help across platforms.
Yeah.
But there was one person that I think her story, or not even her story, just her talking to us, conversational about this whole thing and tying it into her personal life actually just touched me in so many ways. And I wanted to share that with anybody who's going through something. Here's something that I want you to listen to.
Oh, man.
Let's take a listen to Tabitha Brown and what she had to say.
Y'all all right? I just left my son's last elementary Christmas performance. And I was like, oh my God, I remember him being in kindergarten during these performances. Every year I remember. But just something about starting at kindergarten and then 5th grade, knowing he's going to graduate from elementary. I was so emotional. I remember my daughter doing the same thing. I was so emotional. They sung the same song, Wonderful World. And I was just thinking about how small of a time that children are children. We only get a little bit of time to allow a child to be a child. And then we all grow up and the world gets hard. And for some of us, we feel it's too hard. And we take matters into our own hands because we don't think it'll get easier. But it will. And so hearing about tWitch, right in the middle of my son's performance, made me even more emotional and sad. Not just for tWitch, but for anybody out there who may be struggling right now because you feel that life is too hard for you. And I've been there where I thought that it wasn't going to get better, but it did. So I want to encourage anybody out there right now who you are thinking about giving up. It will get better. You just got to hold on and don't give up. Joy will come again. You just got to believe it. You got to hold on. You got to fight for your life, okay? Sometimes that's what it feels like. Sometimes it feels like you got to fight for your life. But you deserve that. You are worthy to be here. We need you here. We love you. And if it helps you at all, reach deep down inside and find the child inside of you that was once happy and hold on to that feeling until you begin to feel better, until you find your joy again, until you find your freedom again. But don't give up. I love you. I love you. You are loved. You are needed. Please don't give up, y'all. All right? Very good. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, when I watched it originally, it was super tough for me to watch because, you know, you hear this and you remember a time, whenever that time was, is whatever you may be going through, but you hear this and it puts you right back in that time. And you remember, as she said, when you were going through the darkest time and period of your life, and you just felt like you were never going to get through it. And when you think about that time, for people who have gone through it, you know that it's a battle every day. It's like depression. It's part of that, right? If you are suicidal, have been suicidal, had suicidal thoughts, it's almost like one little trigger could send you back down that path and that way of thinking. Whatever you may be going through, however you hide it. Some people, you can see depression on them. You can see that. Some people you can't, as the case with Twitch. But sometimes it gets so hard that you think that you aren't going to make it. There's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that you can do. And that's the saddest part of it. Sometimes it just feels that way, where you just feel like everything will be better if you just, weren't here. So yesterday, I've seen so many conversations, and I've said this before on my social media, and I hate that people don't understand when I say a comment like this, it doesn't exclude a certain group of people, sex of people, race of person. But this is for me and how I feel and what I know. And the people that I know who are men, Black men, who don't believe in therapy or mental health because they don't, it's not really something that is pushed on them. And they're always having to be strong because you're a man, and then you're a Black man at that. And every day, and I'm not saying that for anybody else, every day isn't hard. We talk about this for Black women very often. We just talk about, in general, mental health for people. But yesterday, I just stated on my Twitter, Black men deserve healing too, right? I don't know if Twitch was in therapy. I don't know his story. I don't know. But there is a rising number of Black men are succumbing to suicide.
Yeah.
And it's hard, as you and Ben said on the show yesterday, like life is hard. Life is already hard, especially for Black men. Life is already hard. And healing should be something that shouldn't be at the bottom of the list because life is so hard, right? White people, white men in particular, were very upset and telling me to, under the post, remove the word Black from any sentence and your healing already begins. And I said no. And that white person said, then continue to live in your oppressed bubble. Learn from this child. And he posted a little Black child just saying words of affirmation. And I said to myself, do you know why this viral video of a little Black boy saying words of affirmation is because they have to teach him young, because life gets so hard. Just echoing what Tabitha just said about her little Black boy. Teaching them, knowing that when life gets hard, you just stop remembering what joy felt like. Teaching a child to say affirmations, especially a Black little boy, because they know what life might turn out to be. And for them to go remember when things were good or felt good or something. So when I say that Black men deserve healing too, it's because I understand and I know. I see my brothers, I see my father, I see my cousins, I see a lot of Black men that surround me. I see a guy that I've dated. I just see it. And it's almost like they just don't, they feel like they have to keep moving. Or we have conversations of when they had suicidal thoughts or when they felt like life was just too hard or they didn't amount to anything. Somebody posted and said, that begins when Black people take charge of their own communities and no longer put up with violence. Right? Somebody posted and said, why do we assume all Black men worldwide don't get to heal already? These are the conversations that are coming about. And I get frustrated because I'm saying that Black men deserve healing. Don't make it about you. Don't make it about the outside. Don't make it about nothing else. Black men deserve healing is exactly what I said. I mean it. I don't need to go into depths about that. It is very clear. Black men deserve healing too. Life is hard. I know from my own depression, right? I thought that I wasn't going to make it out. You don't see yourself getting to the next day. Somebody explained it on Instagram, and it's a Black man. He explained it. He said, some people see this and say, oh, wow, why did he do that? And some other people see it and They almost think, wow, he did that and he released himself. And that's not to encourage folks to do it, but that's the actual conversation. Somebody may be battling and they see this, and it's almost an encouragement for them. But I want people to see that and see that we love you. Somebody loves you. There is help. If you just hold on a little longer, even though it feels so entirely hard. And to hear when people say, oh, maybe, you know, it'll get better and all that stuff, that may not work for you. But if you just can hold on a little longer, tap into a therapist, tap into a community. If you don't want to do that, just hold on a little longer until you can. Wake up, because somebody loves you. Somebody, I don't know you, but I love you. You need to hear this right now. You can get through it. You will get through it if you just hold on a little longer. Even when the days seem really tough and you have nobody to talk to, hold on a little longer. Okay? Just hold on a little longer. And for a lot of people who don't want to talk to a loved one or a friend because you don't want to feel like you're putting your situation on them, 988. 988 is a line that you can call if you need help, somebody to talk to, suicide prevention, depression, crisis. That is just a number that you can call and get some help, because the world needs you. You don't have to hide. You don't have to hide under any mask. It's not about checking on your strong friends, because some people look just as strong as tWitch, and some people are outwardly depressed, or some people hide themselves from the world so you would never know. And you just say, oh, that's how that person is. Check on all of your friends. Check on everyone. And if you can hear the sound of my voice right now, just hold on a little longer. I promise you, if you just, I kept trying and pushing every single day. I didn't know what it was going to look like every single day. And some days were worse than the others, even though it was the day after, but I held on a little longer. And I believe that you can too. We need you and we love you. Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to get so crazy emotional on you guys. But that has been the brink of conversation. Bubba, if you would love to add anything to that before we move on from that.
That's why I took myself to Disney World. I had to tap back into myself because I wasn't feeling like myself. Right. And then I didn't do something for me. I don't know if I would have been back here.
And that's the conversation that I'm saying Black men deserve healing too. I don't know what you were going through, Bubba. I don't know exactly the extent of it, but you are loved and you needed to do that for you. And you had to push yourself, and you had to save yourself. And I want you to know that at any point, at any time, like I text you all the time, if I feel like you're off a little bit, and I understand that having that conversation sometimes can be really tough. And if you don't even need to have the conversation and you just want to sit on the phone and breathe, if you just want to, whatever the case may be, I am here because we need you. We need your gift.
And I appreciate you because you pulled me out of some dark times.
Yeah, Bubba. I love you, man. I love you, man. Like, I mean that with everything in me, because you deserve to heal. You deserve to be here. I know it hasn't been easy. I know we've had conversations.
Yeah.
And I know it hasn't been easy, but you deserve to be here. You see, in 44, you deserve so much more life. Even after, sometimes we have to detach ourselves from things that are triggering to us. That's sometimes the hardest. Sometimes we have to start adding things to our lives that are going to help better us, whatever it is. Sometimes we got to sit in silence a little bit and let that be part of our healing process, whatever it looks like, whatever you need help with, whatever it is. I'm here for you. Somebody's here for you. Somebody, I promise you, is here for you.
And I gotta say, shout out to Ben too, because if it hadn't been, man, Doc, I love you, Ben. Bro, if it wasn't for you starting this up at the beginning of the pandemic while we're in the pandemic, man, I don't know where I would have been. Like, for real, for real. I went through some shit through the pandemic, and when I tell you, because Ben said, Bubba, why don't you come on and help do this and that, man, at that point, I probably was at my lowest when we first started. So when he came through and we started doing this, man, you, Becca, Ben, Dwayne, Georgia, everybody, it's just, y'all changed my life for the better. Y'all gave me a platform that I never would have had before. Of course, I DJ and everything, but being able to connect and talk with so many people, it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing for real.
Yeah, it really has. I'm not gonna lie. It's not just I want my name on the marquee. Ben, has been rocking with me since 2017, and we've been doing this like it or not thing. And the running joke is my name not being on the marquee, but him bringing back the show and tapping on me. I remember when he tapped on me, I'm like, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Because I can't do. I am stressed. I am down. And he's like, Rebecca, just come on. One October night in 2020. He said, just come on and let's just have a conversation with the people. Let's just do like a little show. And from then on, I was like, Ben, I need to do this because I am lonely. I'm by myself. I have nobody. I'm in this place by myself. Please let me keep doing this with you.
Yeah.
And it just really started off as us just showing up, having a conversation. He was inviting me to the U-Ups, and then this is what we got out of that. Right. So I appreciate you, Ben. I appreciate everybody in my corner, my loved ones, and just shout out to everybody, my best friend. Like, just thank you everybody for really rocking through me when I was not rock-wittable.
Right.
When I was hard-hearted. When I even came off mean, but you guys understood that I may have been going through something. And so I understand that. I thank you all of y'all. I really appreciate it. So love to everybody. Listen, mental healing across the board, and specifically for me and my mouth and my heart, Black men deserve healing too. Y'all deserve each and every single one of you guys. And nobody needs to ask me why specifically Black men. Nobody needs to. I said what I said, and that's just what it is. Everybody deserves healing, but Black men deserve healing too.
And as a Black man, she is absolutely right, because y'all have to understand, we are grown or we are groomed at a young age, especially my generation and generation after mine, groomed at a certain age that we can't ask for help. I don't know if y'all seen those commercials where the guy's lifting weights and he's stuck and he's just like, bro, you need help? No, I got this. I don't need to ask for help.
Yep.
That is the mentality of a lot of Black men. I'm glad there are a lot of Black men that are getting the help that they need, that have learned to excel and be free thinkers. They're like, you know what? I'm not afraid to go ask for help. I'm not afraid to go talk to somebody. But there are still a lot of us out there that don't believe that think that they can do it by themselves. And when that happens, that's when we sink into that deep spot, that dark space where we do what we think is the best for us.
And it's gay Black men. It's Black men all across the board. It's gay Black men, straight Black,
all across the board.
In the LGBTQIA plus community, outside of the LGBTQIA plus community, Black men are not a monolith, but for some reason they are treated as a monolith when it comes to mental health. They have to go out there and be strong or be whatever or be however. It's tough. And I want Black men to know that they deserve healing too. I don't want it to be cliche for them or something that's faux pas, or just, I want it to be real in their lives. I know my brothers have gone through traumatic things that sometimes when I hear them talk or how they are, I think about for them, especially getting help. I think about my dad a lot of times, and when I think back in my mind, I'm like, moments when he used to just sit by himself and I would just watch him, and I'm like, those times, that was the only way that he was fighting off whatever depression that he was feeling in his life, because he was taught not to talk about his feelings, right? He was taught not to go and have conversations about his feelings as a Haitian man. He was just taught not to do that. That makes you less masculine. That makes you less manly. And now suicide is on the rise, and we need our men. We need our Black men. We need them.
And you know, I can honestly say, and shout out to my brothers in the chat as well too. It's so good to see them. What's up, Punk? But we weren't raised. I'm not gonna say that we were raised that way, because mom and dad, it was a very feeling. How can I say it? They raised us right. They raised us right. Nothing was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I think society and what we saw, that's what made it difficult for us. Because mom and dad, they did what they were supposed to do. But society, going to school, and you seeing everything else, is what we learned.
And then it becomes your life. That's why I was saying that white man trying to say, "Oh, I have to live in my oppressed bubble," and then saying, "Oh, take a cue card from this little Black boy," and the little Black boy was saying affirmation. Do you know why? Because from childhood, Black men are beat down in some way, shape, or form. So in this generation, we are teaching our babies to find a happy place and to affirm themselves, because life will get hard. Not just life getting hard, but life will get hard for you as a Black man. Unfortunately, there's no way we can stop that. And so, yeah, that's it. Listen, guys, we love you. Again, 988 is the number.
Yes.
Suicide prevention hotline, crises, depression, whatever you are feeling, just need somebody to talk to, hit that line. If y'all got my number, hit me up. If you got me in the DMs, hit me up. I mean, I always check the DMs, but when I see it, I promise you, I got you. If you need somebody to talk to, chime in something. I got you.
Absolutely.
I love you. I mean it. I will help you look for a therapist or give you some tips on where to go find one. Something. I love you guys. I mean that. I mean that with everything in me. I do. Therapy was the best thing that ever happened to me. I hope that you guys tap into that. Professional and non-professional help. I believe that. Whatever it looks like for you. All right.
Amen.
Yes. I love you guys. Mean it.
Roller Dragon said, but don't DMB and he won't respond.
He won't respond. Actually, I feel like Ben will respond.
I think Ben would respond too. I think Ben would do good at responding.
I think Ben would respond. I think.
You know, it might be a couple of days, but he'll respond.
He'll respond. He'll respond. Just like allegedly, the Atlanta rapper Gunna responded to his plea deal, and that, he pleaded guilty. Atlanta rapper Gunna has been released from jail after he pleaded guilty to a racketeering conspiracy charge and a sweeping gang indictment against him, rapper Young Thug, and several other alleged members of Young Slime Life, aka YSL. The rapper, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens. It's a very interesting name.
It is.
Every time I say it, I say, "Who is Sergio? It's Italian. Who's Sergio?" Kitchens entered a negotiated plea known as an Alford plea, in which a defendant doesn't admit he committed the crime, but acknowledges that it is in his best interest to plead guilty. The charge Gunna faced was one count of conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corruption Act, aka RICO. Remember, we were all experts when we learned about RICO.
Right.
With this case, Gunna was sentenced to 5 years with 1 served in prison. The 1-year sentence was commuted to time served. The 4-year remaining balance on his sentence has been suspended and will be subject to special conditions, including 500 hours of community service. After the sentence came down, the rapper released a statement saying, quote, While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements. I have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or to be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in that trial process in any way. And ever since, I know there's a video that we have of him, but when I posted, this is the only video, actually another one came out of him actually in the courtroom answering a few questions. And I'm going to drop that link. And I know it is last minute, but I didn't see it yesterday, but I seen it this morning. And he's in the courtroom. And he is actually answering questions. I know he said he didn't make any statements. I know that he said, but in the courtroom, things just sounded a little bit different. Okay?
Yeah. So while Josh gets that link, let me tell you what I think this is. So, because the whole deal, just looking at everything that he got, how they commuted that 1-year sentence, and now you just got community service. I really think they're trying to do that to put pressure on him. Because now, okay, they're putting all this pressure on him. Now everybody else is like, okay, we're going to come after your ass because you basically snitching. That's why he released that statement to say, I'm not snitching. I'm not snitching. You whole ass snitch, bro. Because now all of a sudden,
you think that's what he did to free himself from the racketeering RICO charges?
Honestly, because it's just all of a sudden we haven't seen any other court footage of him. Then all of a sudden now there's footage of him doing this plea deal, and now today they're doing Young Thug. Jeffrey Williams. They're doing Young Thugs today, which probably means Young Thug is going to go free as well today too. Okay. So they're doing all this to try to put pressure on them. And what's going to happen is after they do all this pressure on them,
going to be free today after being the leader of YSL, and that woman Fannie, the new mayor of Atlanta, is not playing any game. She wants all crime to cease in Atlanta because of the rise of crime.
I think it is bigger than Young Thug. I think it's bigger than Young Thug. They're trying to pull out the big guns here. So why not release them and let them free? Because I wouldn't expect the gun to be out yet.
Fannie said that YSL pulled out the big guns and is responsible for a lot of crime, lot of drug activity, a lot of different gang members coming into different communities, and a lot of robbery coming into different communities, scaring folks out, making it. What Buckhead became Bankhead. A lot of things have been crazy out here. A lot of crime, and according to Fannie and Friends, according to Fannie and Friends, it is as a result because of the gang activity, and YSL's at the top of that chain. And who's at the top of YSL? Young Thug. Let's look at the video after the statements that he made. That he said he did not make a statement. Let's check out the statement that he did make. In court.
For each statement, whether or not you agree or acknowledge that the statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang. And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
I don't think it wasn't too bad.
I had a conversation with my brother. I don't think it was snitching. I think that he was saying snitching. General statements that are already known. My brother disagrees with me. If you're watching Joey, boom, boom. But that
was general statements. And I would understand. Yeah, because especially if she's basically just asked, were you with him? Did all of this happen? You agree that this happened? It's not like, but one thing I kind of don't like, and I mean, I guess it does make sense. that I don't necessarily agree that his music drove the more violence. I don't know.
I feel like Young Thug
I
was
don't feel
like,
it was
hey,
snitching
young blood, okay? What you need to do, because you're a baby and you just got caught up in this.
Yeah.
We're gonna, and this is how I felt. My little brother disagree with me. They wanted to let him out. Gunna is about what, 23 years old. He's a young man.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah.
And his rap career just launched. He just got big with YSL, which is Young Thug's group. And so my little brother went, no, Jonas. But with Young Thug's group, you can have the conversation in the chat for now.
Only
He's 29.
Oh, damn.
He's
I ain't
still
know Gunna was that old.
He's still young. He's still young. But I feel like because he's released music just recently, and he's under the care of YSL. They were like, no, we're not going to have him up in here. Let him answer these questions. They're very general. Is YSL a gang? If you want to call them a gang, what's the definition of a gang? They called Black Panther a gang. The Black Panther group a gang.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't understand why they won't call white supremacist groups gangs, but those are gangs too. I mean, me and my friends, gang. But when you add murders allegedly and drug stuff and robberies and all these things to it, it becomes problematic. Now it's criminal. Yeah. And so I don't think that maybe this is my opinion, he wasn't involved in that. However, the new Atlanta mayor she wants to clean up. And the only way she had to clean up, I feel like, was to get the most popular, the most highest, so that she can scare the rest of them who are working, underneath these groups or in other groups. Because Atlanta is now, a lot of people are leaving, and the ones that are attracted to violence and things, and I'm talking about the Midtown part of Atlanta and the city or area, a lot of people are headed up over that in that area to join in on the action. And she's like, no, we aren't going to do that. So that's what I'm seeing. And that's I don't know. We'll see more. You said that Young Thug may be free. I would love to see it.
Yeah,
I would love
he's doing court today, so I'm sure that's going on right now. But if he didn't,
I also feel like he got to pay. For me, in my mind, I just feel like if there was crime done, I love Thugger, love him, mean it. That's like one of my faves. My little brother put me on way back when.
Right.
So like he's one of my favorites, like originals, right? And so I just want him out though. Like that's my fangirl side. But then my other side is like, if the crime was done.
Yeah. And I think it's one of those things that if it wasn't done by you just affiliate it, you gotta do your time, but you got to get everybody else too, because it was like what, 30 of them that was arrested.
That's the RICO case right there.
That's the RICO case.
We learned that's what RICO was, because we didn't know what RICO or who RICO was, and we understood that they can now get every gang member just because you literally were affiliated with this crew at some point in time during this investigation or the time that they're investigating. So now you can come on to jail too until we get some answers.
Yeah, I just hope that it helps the city out, because the gun violence that has been going on here, especially with the kids, has just been terrible. Yeah. I'm talking about 12 and 16-year-old kids fighting against each other and killing each other.
Yeah. Yes.
It's just horrible, man. So it just really needs to be one of those things that it is taken care of. Something has to be done.
Yes. And so that's why I believe, and people want to argue with me about this because they're fans too, but I love Young Thug. I want him out. I do. I want more music. I love his music. I don't like this new stuff that the kids are doing. But I'll say this. How can we heal a land if we not getting to where the crime is? It's not because he's black we want him in jail. No. In this situation, y'all, this is a big, or allegedly huge gang, allegedly. So if it is true, then she has to start from there and figure out some stuff and then handle the rest of the business. Like other gang crews are she's investigating as well. Lots of robberies have been hit on homes of rich folks in the area, rich black people. Their homes are getting robbed and all this kind of stuff. So she's trying to bring it down a bit. she's trying to scare folks up a bit, and she's trying to get the communities back accessible or livable, because ain't nobody living in Buckhead no more. Even though Buckhead was predominantly white, I like to see a little color there. I was out there for a little bit, 2020, and it was yeah. A lot of people out there were stealing. I seen it with my own eyes. I saw a lot of Rolls Royces missing hubcaps and tires. I seen it with my own eyes in private buildings. Okay,
so they got over the it got real bad. Midtown, Buckhead got real bad.
People were moving into these brand new condos for free because it was a pandemic,
and
they didn't have to pay no rent. I seen it with my own too.
And now white people didn't move down the West End. I'm just riding the West End like, is that Rebecca with a dog? What the hell is going on?
That's when you see the ponytail swinging. Listen. And
that goddamn belt line.
Her name is Becky. Her name is
Becky. Sorry, Becky.
Which is also my name, but her name is Becky, and she's swinging with that ponytail. It's just swinging, okay? And then you like, nah, damn it, they about to gentrify this area. They always gotta move. Why come to this area when we just fine? We're in a good community over here, predominantly Black community. We just fine, and now y'all want to bring y'all scary tales over here, okay? Now we gotta fight y'all, and y'all gonna call it crime, and then you gonna put a Whole Foods in front of my house. I am tired. I am tired.
Juliet said in the chat, and it's something that is real true, especially here in Atlanta. Juliet says kids have no outlets for social gathering, free expression, creativity outside of commercialized observed activities. Youth need agency too. Amen. Because all these kids, they gather at Atlantic Station, which is this huge ass like mall here in Atlanta. They gather there, so when they get kicked out of Atlantic Station, and they all move to the 17th Street Bridge, that's where everything starts going on and starts going wrong. I remember going over there one time, and it was just like all these teens all over the place, just uncontrolled. One thing is, God damn it, parents, know where your damn kids at. That's the main thing.
Not in 2022. You telling parents how to gentle parent their kids.
Child, you need to put a lock on your goddamn kids. And I hate to say it, but one of the 12-year-old boys that was killed, he dressed like he was part of a gang. Like the ear pods in his ear, the nice haircut, a fur coat, a leather coat with a little fur thing around it.
Because that's what it looks like to be part of a gang now. In Atlanta, Ben said,
I ain't gonna say look game, but he had some money. I'm like, look, man, you 12 year old.
No, I know what you mean. That is actually the look. When we covered the multiple robberies that are happening in Atlanta, there's different crews of people who are working allegedly under the YSL brand, but there are many groups of people who go under different names, and they were hitting up homes. Remember, we covered it on the show. They were hitting up homes, and they looked like, they're on their Instagrams. They're okay. They're flashy. They're young and all of that. That's what it looks like to be in a gang nowadays. Ben said they could address poverty in Atlanta. They should be able to address the poverty in Atlanta before addressing anything else. Okay, because that's why a lot of people do what they do. It's funny because in these certain communities, they exile Black folks from communities that they started or where they lived, and that's when the gentrification process starts. And so some people just go hit up what they know, and they're like, oh, you happen to be a white person that lives in this area, and we're hitting it up. It's just nothing else. But yes, poverty is one of the issues that I think contributes to a lot of the community crimes. I do believe that. I do believe that.
Amen.
And I don't know, but I do think at the same instance, if we want Atlanta to be what it once was, which it still had crime then too, child, what it once was, or want it to be growing, or we want more people to be able to drive through without driving on potholes and stuff. I feel like focus on getting the crime out, focus on ending the poverty. Like so much money comes to Atlanta for it to be the way it is.
Yeah.
So much money comes to Atlanta, and for people, and it's getting less and less Black in Atlanta. Atlanta is not, I think they're almost not majority Black anymore, right? The city of Atlanta. There are parts of Atlanta, I think was South Fulton, which is the Blackest, right? As of right now in Atlanta. But here we are. We're dealing with the first order of business, and that is for Fannie to attack crime and huge music affiliates worldwide who live in Atlanta are
Oh, I
being hit
hate
up.
that they blaming music so much, but you know, some of these people, some of these gang members, that's what these kids are going after. I hate it.
B, you're talking about they closed your local Rite Aid in Astoria, Queens, because they said it was because of extreme amounts of shoplifting. Walmarts are trying to do the same thing here, and it's interesting. She's saying because they just couldn't keep up with Amazon Prime. That could be it, and they want to actually they find excuses. Walmart is saying so much crime is happening. People are stealing because of poverty. It ain't because I cannot afford to do this. So I'm going to go to Walmart and I'll put it on my Jesus tab and I'll keep it moving. Walmart gets so much money. They have hit over profits every year. Every year they're hitting profit or more. Every single year they're hitting goals. And here they are saying that they're losing so much money that they may have to close stores. And then before that, a few weeks ago, it wasn't even about the theft. They were saying too much murders or crimes are happening in the stores outside of theft. Shootings are happening at Walmarts in the parking lots around the area. So they may have to close those Walmarts that are located in areas with high crime. So I don't know, Walmart. To me, that sounds a little racist.
Especially because it's only going to be in the black communities.
That's just how I feel.
So I mean, hell, they should have people that little self-checkout thing that care what they're doing.
All of Walmart. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to say this, and we got to listen. Target and Walmart. I'm not going to hold you guys. I am just fine where I live in this predominantly white area, going to Walmart and Target because I don't get followed. I mean, yeah, I get stared at a lot, but they know not to follow me because I will scream bloody black murder up in that thing. But they know not to follow me because I'm just gonna walk to the black aisle, get my hair products. There's only one little aisle with 2-4 things in there. I'm gonna walk to the aisle, grab what I need. Nothing is locked up. Condoms aren't locked up. Birth control isn't locked up. I don't know now because nowadays I don't know what they're doing with abortion. That's not my problem because I don't go to that section. But I'm saying when I first went there, all those things weren't locked up. Condoms weren't locked up. Like nothing was locked up. Pads, you guys, pads for menstrual cycles were not locked up. Facial scrubs were not locked. Lotion was not locked up. I go back to where I used to live in Cobb. Locked up. Everything is locked up. They just, you can't touch it. You can't reach for it. Nothing. On sandals that looked like they had to be $3. You know them little $5 looking sandals over at Old Navy, those little flip-flops that got a lot of people's feet dirty on the heels. They were selling that in Walmart. They got the little tag on them. Those things are like $3.30. You go into Atlanta, Fulton County, everything is locked up.
And y'all, she is not lying. The East Point Walmart. I forgot one of my East Point neighbors. They know this. That's in the chat. The East Point Walmart, baby formula locked up. Condoms, lube, everything in that area locked up. It's behind something where somebody has to come in and open the case for you. Good luck on finding somebody because 9 times out of 10 they all over the damn place.
Thank you. Doing nothing. And meanwhile. In those areas, in the areas where everything is locked up, you'll see more employees there. I go to Walmart, nobody is working. It is nothing but it is no one. It's all self-checkout. It is all self-checkout. Most of the employees are just walking around on their phones or they're stalking, they're listening to music. They're on the phone in front of your face. There's no decorum anymore either. There's no decorum, but they're not bothering anybody. And I'll tell you guys, the carts where I live make no noise. You don't get
that wheel time up here be squeaking and
you don't get that. You don't get that. And then it's like it's like you push the cart and it's like just smooth sailing. It's nice. At the Walmart here, they take care. And I want to say that and I know people are stealing. I've seen people steal at the Walmart where I live at. But it's kind of like, have a happy holiday. It's all right. And then you know what I do when I see people steal? I wait, I walk behind them and I wait for that greeter to try and stop me. I stare her right in her eyes, like, try me, because I saw you let that lady pass with them groceries. Try me. Then they don't bother me. Target, same way. Target is the same way here. I can walk around Target. I'm the one in Cobb County. I walk around there. I feel like it's so congested. People are staring. And if you need somebody to get something out of the oh my gosh, body soap. If you need somebody to get something out, a leave, child, a leave for my cramps or whatever, like for a headache or a migraine. You can't get that. It's locked up in Cobb. It's ridiculous. And that to me is, I don't know how to explain it. And they take care of the Walmart here. They don't take care of the Walmart over there in Cobb. They take care of the Target here. There are places to park. When the hustle and bustle comes, the treatment is different because the hustle and bustle is so orderly over here. I could be like, I'm in traffic. And then I open my eyes and traffic is gone. Or I could be like, oh, I'm never going to make it to the line and get through this line. And I look and I'm already at the register. Not in these other cities. I'm telling you, these predominantly white cities, there is something different about how everybody is treated. Police presence is not nearly as much as it is in these other
at all
areas. I'm just going to put that out
there. The Target on Camp Creek, child, police stay up there. It's just... Also, Target used to be my favorite place to go to. My off days, I would spend going to Target. Now it's gotten to the point where the Target over here, I don't like going no more. I don't like it. It's just too packed. And thankfully they've remodeled, but now it's like, especially after the pandemic. During the pandemic, I'm just like, yeah, Target used to be my spot, but not no more. It's just like you can always tell the difference, and I really hate that. Like from my Target in Camp Creek to the Target in Midtown. Night and day.
Yeah.
Night and day.
I don't even like going to the one in Midtown. I hated that one. Because it just, I'm like, is just because it's in Midtown, the parking is trash.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you feel like you're walking amongst celebrities at Target. Girl, if you don't get out of my way, if you do not get out of my way, I don't like it. I don't like that whole vibe over there. But yes, it is very different.
In there, though.
I know. I've seen them, and I'm like, if you do not get out of my way, like get out of my way.
They all be gay, so this.
I see Little Baby out. I'm like, okay,
really?
I'm trying to eat. Yes. Anywho, I digress. It's a lot of racism under the guise of we must shut it down because of high crime. No, you guys don't take care of those communities. You put these Walmarts and you put these Targets in those communities. You lock up everything and you make these people already feel like criminals, right?
Yep.
You make them feel like that they don't deserve anything. Then you do the black tax. You put more taxes in those communities than you do in the communities that I live in.
Yep. Ooh, girl, you preaching this morning, girl.
So help me understand why you trying to close down these vital market stores in minority communities, underserved communities.
Underserved. There you go.
Stop playing with it. All right.
Stop playing with me.
Next story on me is I'm gonna do one more story. I think I want to go positive with this one. I think I want to go positive. These next stories, we're going to have a show on Friday because we missed Wednesday for you guys. So no, we missed Tuesday. I'm sorry.
Tuesday.
So we're gonna have a definite show for you guys on Friday. Pull up.
I have a doctor's appointment.
That's okay. What time is your doctor's appointment?
8 a.m.
That's okay. Benjamin P. Dixon, if you're watching, are you going to be here? I'll be here.
Benjamin P. Dixon, Peyton Benjamin P. Dixon.
I'll be here regardless. We'll have a little chit chat if need be. However, I wanted you guys to know today is the day. That her R&B singer H.E.R. her becomes the first Black and Filipino belle. And you know, as children, we all have big dreams. Whoever wrote this, I love that. As children, we all have big dreams. And for her, it was seeing herself represented in a Disney princess, which she now gets to realize for herself and millions of other little girls around the world as Belle in Beauty and the Beast, a 30th celebration. She said, quote, I've loved every Disney princess, but I never had a favorite because I never felt as connected because I didn't see anybody that looked like me. The 25-year-old musician says there's no Filipino princesses. So to be a Black and Filipino Belle is huge. It's been a long time coming, and I'm happy that we're here and we're getting to see ourselves in the people that we see on TV and film. It's hardly the first major achievement for the entertainer. She has Grammys to her credit and an Oscar for Best Song, Fight for You, and Judas and the Black Messiah. Y'all remember that movie?
Yeah.
It felt like it came out 90 years ago, but anywho. But when asked her, whose real name is Gabby Wilson, she confesses that being a Disney princess is actually more meaningful than the rarefied experience of winning an Oscar because it's all about the journey, not the end result. She said, I enjoy the process, she explained. I've never done this for the awards. It's so amazing to get recognized. It really is. And I hope to continue to be recognized for the hard work. But at the end of the day, it's more fun to be in it and doing it than watching it. The little girl in me that's always been the hard worker and not really cared about what it looks like as much as what it feels like, I'm getting back to that. Okay. So, Josh, did you show it while I was there? We go. Okay. Here she is. Here are the first looks of her on ABC's Beauty and the Beast special exclusive photos.
I cannot wait.
I want you guys to, you can't really, yes. Go to the next one. She looks great here. But go to the next one because on this one, she has Tagalog writing, which is, I think, Filipino writing and language. It's Tagalog along the dress of Belle. So she's representing being Filipino on that dress.
And that's one thing I love about Disney. You know, at one point I know they didn't get it right, but they're making strides at least to be more inclusive and doing a lot more stuff. Because I know they're introducing gay characters. On one of the newest movies, with a few of the characters were gay, and like one of the new movies as well too. So I appreciate them starting to do the inclusivity part.
Yeah, I love that. And
I love that.
What is interesting? I gotta go, but what's interesting is that not a lot of hustle and bustle about this character for Disney. Or I don't even think it's Disney, but for this Disney princess, there's not a lot of hustle and bustle about that because we know with Mermaid, with the Little Mermaid, there was a lot of craze surrounding that. I think it's a big deal. I don't like that it was kept quiet as it was that she is playing Belle. I know that I knew that she was playing Belle, but the fact that there's not more media attention on the fact that she has made history by being the first Filipino representation and the first Black representation of Belle. So she sees herself in that. For a lot of kids who look like her to be able to see or identify with her, to be able to see that just being outside of the norm, which is a white Belle, which I mean, I'm not mad at a white Belle, but we've seen it so many times. So so there should have been more, to me, coverage on that. And then we also didn't get all them people who were naysayers, though. The same ones that were stomping and being so upset when
Halle
did the
Little Mermaid.
She's doing Mermaid now. Look, because there's so many. She's doing Mermaid now. We had the world stopped. People were outside picketing. People were making tick-and talks about that. So just wanted to put that in mind. They're upset when it's 100% Black. And no offense to my beautiful girl, her, who is Black and Filipino and identifies as a Black woman and Filipino woman. Love her. But the upsetness when you fully Black with a little bit of dread in your head, it's problematic.
But see, and that's and like you saying that, it makes sense because when Beauty and the Beast, I think it may have been, I don't know if it's bigger than Little Mermaid, but you know, they're up there. Beauty and the Beast is one of Disney's staple movies, as is Little Mermaid. So they are really not, I'm guessing because it's a movie that they're really going hard on Haley for the Little Mermaid character. But like, you're so right. They are not going as nearly as hard as they were on her as they were with Haley, because my God, boy, they were just tearing her down.
Yeah,
Haley, that
100%
is.
black. 100% black.
Mhm.
That's why. But B reminded me, yes, Toni Braxton did play Belle on Broadway, right?
Oh, she
A lot of people
did.
did. A lot of people, when it comes to Broadway, I'm not gonna front. A lot of people don't really know about Broadway, and I'm pretty sure if those people living in the west of nowheres knew about her, it would be picket fence over there at the damn Broadway. I'm pretty sure that it was problematic when it came out, but I do remember her playing Belle. That was a big deal. That was a big deal for us. But I feel like in those instances, it's not made any attention. But as her clarified and made sure she said she never seen a Belle that looked like her. She kept saying a black and Filipino representation. So that makes sense too. Interestingly enough, this is going to be on ABC.
Yeah.
I want to see more positive. I don't really care for the negative, but it's crazy we're not hearing much of it because there ain't nobody to me it hasn't been put out there enough for us to be able to have the fights in social media or just talk about it and be excited to watch it. So if you guys want something nice to watch and some feel goods and just to see some representation of anything else but what's usual on your TV screens, head over to ABC this evening and watch Belle, the 30th year celebration. Belle
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, sorry, Belle, child. Black folks, you watching Belle?
You watching Belle tonight? Child, yeah.
We ain't gonna call it. You watching Ariel? You watching Under the Sea?
You can watch the Under the Sea movie.
You watching Under the Sea? You watching the Seven Dwarfs?
You watching that Seven Dwarfs movie?
You watching the Brandy Cinderella?
The Brandy Cinderella. You watching that Brandy movie?
Listen, you guys.
I know she hit somebody, but it's okay.
Child, I'm done. I'm done. Dead, and more dead. You going straight to hell underneath it. But good morning, everybody. And I hope that you guys had a good little time with us. I hope you were able to kiki.
Yeah.
We love you. We thank you for rocking with us right here. If you love our show, please, guys, we really, really need the assistance. I don't mean to beg, but we do need the assistance to pay for these programs to get you guys over into 2023, baby, because it's getting a little hot out here for a pimp. Okay, it's getting hot. And when it's coming directly from a pimp's pocket, how am I supposed to pay my hoes? How am I supposed to pay my hoes? So listen, no, seriously,
because Big Daddy need all of his.
Okay, listen. But I really need your support. And I would love for you guys, if you were not a Patreon thus far, and if you can be at least for the month or next month, or you can commit to about 3 months, please do at patreon.com/like-it-or-not, patreon.com/like-it-or-not. Your contribution to our show helps us keep it going, okay? And if you want to give to us directly, trust me, that helps because I can get the money right into the hands of who needs it, or I can go ahead and pay the subscriptions for the things that we need to keep this show going immediately. So Becca's Voice and DJ X3C on Cash App. Becca's Voice on Cash App and DJ X3C. You guys, thank you for your contributions thus far. We'll take $1, we'll take 10, we'll take whatever's on your heart. But just know that we accept it all. I love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Go ahead.
While we love the chat. What was it? While we love the money that jingles, we prefer the one that folds. You remember that?
Oh yeah, yes, I do. And while we love the money that folds, we love the money that instantly shows up in the account.
If y'all ain't seen the original Come to America, you're missing out.
Yeah, listen, because that's the only one that I love. I like the second one too, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you down to the ground and like put handcuffs on you and nothing. But the first one is my favorite, and I'm just gonna sit on that. That's just where my heart is. Listen, tomorrow I'll be here. If nobody's here with me, we'll just have a little chit chat and I'll get out of here because it's my Friday and I gotta go see Maxwell. All right, I love you guys so much.
What?
We will see each other. Yep, tomorrow. But me and you on Saturday. Just let me know. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Mean it. Thank y'all so much again for joining this morning, man. I know it was a heavy show, but I want you to know that we love and appreciate you so much, man. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. And like, we greatly appreciate everything that y'all do. The love that y'all send our way as well, too. And like we said, if you need want to get help, 988 dial 988 or text 988. Love you, need it. We all need you here. I know I do. Your affirmation for today: I am willing to be happy. Ooh. Affirmation for today. I had to stop and start over. Your affirmation for today: I am willing to be happy starting today. I am willing to be happy starting today. Love y'all, mean it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Deuces.
You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, like cocoa, you're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Oh, you're nice, like cocoa, you're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Ooh, driving dick, watch a movie. By your side on duty, not too much or too sweet. Ooh, passion from your truly. Let me know how you feel. Hope I'm not in too deep. Me wa Phoebe, we die fever. Won't be alone forever. Get through the storm together. Ooh, girl, make some room. I know you still, you're not.